Hello my friends. The second video today I'm going to do is about a film that's controversial and has been locked away in Disney's vaults due to the content of the film and self-awareness of the situation. And that, my friends, is the film called Sound of Freedom. Angel Studios wanted this film out years ago, but they were not allowed to do it simply because Disney bought the rights for it and didn't want it to be released. And this film teaches about child sex trafficking. You heard that correctly, folks. Child sex trafficking. And they did not want to release it. So how it got released is how simply Angel Studios had to buy the rights back for this film for it to be released in theaters. And that was a major problem for the higher elites in this country. Because there's this place called Ellis Island. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but a lot of trafficked kids went there, went through a lot of stuff. I don't want to say on YouTube purposes, but they went through a lot of stuff that was horrible and benefited the celebrities only, in a way, if you know what I mean. In all factors. To keep them young, entertained, so on and so forth. And Sound of Freedom is based on a true case that happened. And brought self-awareness across all America, and the elites are pissed about that fact. And they tried to block it and everything else. And it's a funny story that this film beat Mission Impossible film that came out, I believe, the new one, Dead Reckoning Part 1, I believe. And this one beat that film all the way to the ground because people weren't aware of how sex trafficking is really not under control as the lead said. So basically, this film is again based on a true story. And before I go into the movie itself, please like my videos, subscribe to my channel, which is at HistoryBuff 2.0. I would greatly appreciate if you do. It would help me out a long way. Share my content if you want me to react to something. Respond down below in the comment section. Since I'm not a mind reader. So let's get to the movie, my friends. So the way how this movie goes is where this special agent in this department who wants to stop pedophiles and poses as a pedophile, but in reality, he's an agent to stop this. So he plays along, and after a while, they go into a restaurant and talk to one or two of the pedophiles. Then he realizes he messed up. The pedophile, he got pissed and started way to jail. And when he got into confinement, in other words, the agent took him out, walked him and all that, and he talked. There's no other agents available because I believe due to the holiday in the movie, I believe, or a weekend or something like that. So after those two stop talking, this is where the movie gets more emotional and gets on your nerves at the same time. As we see, a father takes his two kids to an audition, I believe, and this woman poses as a teacher or director, one of the two, I forgot. But in reality, she was a sex trafficker. And when the father tried to pick up his son and daughter, they were gone. And that's how the movie starts. And it was really messed up, sad, and pissed off to see. So after that, the agent wants to do more to stop this from happening. So he bugs his boss to go across the country to find these two kids. And when he runs out of money, his boss does not let him to continue and tells him to come back home and say the kids are lost or dead, wherever it is. And when he says no, it's like, no, I quit. So he went on his own, told his wife about it, told his kids about it, that he was going away for a little while to help people. Meanwhile, it was dangerous work. And in the movie, you see these kids go through it. You see every single kid that was trafficked, and they go to this island, they go in the mines, so on and so forth, and the cartels, for doing this, going into this business, make a lot of money off of it. So, all the authorities involved in this case were involved deeply. And mind you, the U.S. did nothing to help them out too much. It was other authorities in that country that the island was in, I forgot, to be honest, but it was an island, and they wanted to lay a trap down. So they laid the trap down, in other words, and when the kids came along with the perpetrators, they thought it was okay, it was a party left and right, until the movie ended, and how things went down. But before I go into that kind of stuff, I'm going to talk about how the siblings were treated in this film, kind of in a way. There was a boy and a girl, and there was a father that was grieving. And the son was returned. He was found easily. He was, to be honest. He was found in a restaurant and all that, so he wasn't, like, screw them, he wasn't needed. But the daughter was a different story, since there are a lot of sickos out here today. So it was harder to find a daughter, but the agent found the daughter. He found her. It was like on this island, and she was mining, I believe. So after finding her and all that, and that place was secured with guards, with guns, knives, whatever you name it. And basically, when he told the little girl to not look and stay quiet, he handled the perpetrator very well and simply killed him. It would take a little while, but he killed him and then snuck out the daughter. Snuck her out, that's it, done. Then, they were aware of what happened, the sex traffickers, they were pissed, and that's when the trap was laid. Now, I'm going to go into the trap part of this film. Again, he played as the person who wants to be a pedophile, but he's not. So, he sets a trap up, talks to the person, so on and so forth. And to get to that island was not easy enough to do. There was an agent who slept with a young girl, and didn't know it. Since they were taught to just endure the pain and think it's okay by the cartels. After that, he known that, he felt sick to his stomach and decided to do the right thing and help stop this crisis. So I believe he drove the boat, and other agents were involved in it as well, from the U.S., but not enough, unfortunately. And he was on that island. So, and after that was said and done with, the way the movie ended, I was happy. Because, I'm not going to go into too much details, but those criminals were caught and prosecuted. And, my friends, do not forget this. Our society tells us that women are not involved in these type of things. And only and men are only. No, that's not the case. Men and women of a sick mind are involved in this. They are. So, the way it ended is, I was happy, straightforward. And before the credits, they showed actual footage of the events that happened on that island. And spoke to the audience while the credits played, of saying thank you for supporting this film. It brings awareness to the situation, so on and so forth. And that's how this movie made a bunch of money for addressing this huge issue that people did not know about. Frankly, I didn't know how bad it was until I saw the film. And this film brought awareness, and it did help, but it's not enough, unfortunately. There are more sex trafficking cases in this country and other countries, and they are not being pursued like this one was. They're being ignored because officials don't want the local authorities to look into it at all, period. So, to make this short and simple and straight to the point, this film was a wake-up call to those who want things to change and put into perspective that the leads that are involved in this, your time is almost done with this crap. And you're going to go to jail for sexually assaulting these kids, taking their blood to make you look younger, and everything else, and all these other crimes of kidnapping. That crime, your time is almost done. And that is what happened in that operation. And after the film was released, people were calling it conspiracy theories on fake news that this happened, and wanted to sue the director and the actor for doing this film. This is a sick world we live in. The fake news does not want us to know the truth in general. It involves sex trafficking, politicians lying, so on and so forth. So, it's a really sad thing. But if I wanted to rate this film, I would give it 20 out of 10 because it's based on a true story. It actually happened and broke my heart at the end of the day. And actually, this stuff actually happens. And those kids were saved. And I'm honestly glad they were. So my friends, if you want to see this film, get it while you can. Please. Because I'm sure they're going to block it from getting on down the line, they're going to block it from being on DVD. I'm sure they will. And on Amazon Prime and so many other things. Since the leads want to cover up the truth, so as for the movie itself, the plot was straightforward, mad emotional, mad the whole time. The action sequences were fantastic. The emotions were there. Heart and soul was put into this movie. And here's a fun fact. This film was made years and years ago. And was banned to be released by Disney. And this was in the vault for years and years on end. So that's what... And Disney messed up on this. They released this film, they would have made money. But no. They said they want to do the propaganda stuff and mess up kids. So, I'm going to end my video here. Thank you all for supporting me, and I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't seen this film, please go see it. You are going to enjoy it and learn something new that the leads and social media does not want you to know. And if any of you want the synopsis to this film, if you're interested, it's basically this. After rescuing a boy from ruthless child traffickers, a federal agent learns the boy's sister is still captive decides to embark on a dangerous mission to save her. With time running out, he quits his job and journeys deep into the Colombian jungle, putting his life on the line to free her from a fate worse than death. That is the synopsis to it. If that does not interest you, I don't know what will. So, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support. And may God bless you all. Have a blessed day. And I will make a final video to wrap the 3 video things up for the day. So, see you on the final video.